The next panel down is split toning. I love split toning. On this photo, I don't think it's gonna work, but I love it, and it's a very simple concept. Basically, you've got highlights and shadows, and by default, nothing's happening. But I'm gonna start with the shadows. I can add a color, so you can see I can pick a color. It's like the rainbow here of colors. So it's like, you know, red, yellow, green, tilt, blue, magenta, red. So let's add some blue, for example. Nothing's happening for now because my saturation is at 0. And I can just move my slider, and now I can add saturation in blue. So that's one way of doing it. The other way I love doing, you click on it, and basically here on the bottom you choose the color. Oh, so we are in the shadows, and up here you choose how vivid you want this color. So there is a good old technique called the Hollywood look, where you add a bit of tilt colors in the shadows. Not that much. That would be a lot of tilt. A little bit of tilt in the shadows. Okay, we can try that. And same idea, highlights is the same thing. You can either pick a color here. So usually you add a bit, for example, some warm, you know, into the highlights. I can do it like this, but I find it's much more visual to go here and say, okay, which color do I want? Okay, red, yellow, green. Okay, no, I want more red, orange. And I added a little bit in the shadows. So now I added in the blues. Check it out. Look at this. Before, okay, you see there is nothing in the shadows and nothing in highlights, and after. Now for this photo, it really gives a look which I think is a little too strong. So you have one last slider, which is a balance slider. If you go here on the left, you go more toward the shadows, so everything becomes more tilt and blue. And if I go more right, it also goes more towards the highlights. So I'm going to go more to the right, and I'm going to lower the saturation here and lower the saturation there. So it's going to be very subtle. Before, after. It's very subtle, but it adds something to the whole overall looks of the photo. Let me show you where we are now. This is the before, this is the after. We are, you know, we are getting there. This was an amazing, amazing sunset. It's actually the east side. The sunset was the other side, but sometimes it just lights the color on that side. A beautiful view of Paris, 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 Paris. So voila. Basically, that's what split toning is, and you'll see it in a lot more examples down the road.